Hey, hello friend, and welcome to a new Let's Play of Ultimate Admiral, Age of Sail. This is a special bonus episode, which is brought to you by my Patreon supporter, Poomnoral. We'll, start this one up, and for those of you who do remember my Ultimate General Civil War series, this is created by the same developers, I believe, so that would be promising. Let's see what these guys have in store for us. We're gonna start a campaign, and there are three different campaigns. We have the Rule the Waves campaign, where we take the role for British Naval Commander. Then we have the Don't Threat on Me campaign, which is a campaign for the USA. And then we have this Barbary War here, where we have to confront the Barbary states at the North African coasts. So there's also that, but we cannot unlock this yet because we probably have to play either one of these first. I'm just gonna start with the Rule the Waves one, which is apparently the easiest one for new players.
For generations, my family has sailed the seas. Since before my grandfather's time, it has been our destiny. And now, it is mine. One day I went sailing and found that my old boat had sprung a small leak.
Well, each of these options, they do present a distinct bonus. Like, for example, repairing it with driftwood means minus 5% repair costs. Upgrading is 5% cheaper, or I have increased chance of success when sending your ships into side missions, plus 10% success chance. Let's just take a risk and went to sea anyway. I would fix the hull later. This is probably the best. I mean, obviously I'm not sure, but with this plus 10% success rate, these are 5% cheaper. I have no clue how beneficial it's gonna be.
I took a risk and went to sea anyway. I would fix the hull later. At 12, my uncle made me an apprentice aboard his ship. Standing between land and sea, I felt like a man for the first time. Anticipating a life on the open sea, I dreamed of battle and glory on the horizons. But life is difficult in the Royal Navy, far removed from dreams of glory. Remembering my father's lessons, I worked hard to impress the crew. In time, I was made a midshipman, beginning new responsibilities.
That's great. So we have three options here. Crew training is faster, crew healing is more effective, or crew recruiting is cheaper. I guess crew training.
I drilled the men relentlessly and made sure we had the most accurate gunners in the fleet. We were forged together in the crucible of battle. For gallantry, I was recommended for promotion to the rank of lieutenant. But first, I must pass the lieutenant's exam.
Uh-oh.
I was summoned before a board of captains. After a lengthy examination, they asked me what I thought the Navy's greatest strength was.
So actually, if you take a look from the birth, this guy at this stage is only 19 years old. He's chosen to become a lieutenant by the age of 19. Okay. I don't know whether that's actually really early. I have no clue. He does look rather as an adult for his age based on this and the hairstyle and such, because he would still be a kid. But let's see. So this is +1 reputation per battle, minus 10% requirements for next level, and hiring officer cost. Let's go for reputation here.
Reputation, I responded. Other nations fear us, and we can use this to our advantage. They nodded their heads in assent. then asked me for my appraisal of the Navy's current strategic situation.
So this is where we can decide whether we're going to play on easy, with lower enemy strength, plus 50% rewards, on regular difficulty, or hard difficulty. I'll be playing on hard difficulty, I guess. Sure.
Our fleet has entered an era of decline while our enemies surround us. An old, grey-haired captain asked me about my skill in the organization of amphibious operations.
And again, this is about difficulty, so we can say that the land difficulty will be easy, medium, or hard. I'm gonna go again for hard.
Allow me to explain my vision of how the Royal Marine Corps can best be utilized in the coming war.
What war?
The board applauded my answers and took a moment to reach their consensus. "Congratulations, sir," they said. "You have just made lieutenant."
Sweet. Let's take a beautiful picture. I guess he's the only guy with the hat, and I need the hat. Anyway, so what we can do is adaptation system continuously scales the AA force up or down according to the player's force. I don't want to do that, to be honest, and the reason for that is that when we were playing Ultimate General Civil War, if you... Basically what I would used to do is not play with adaptation the first time, and it was already quite hard enough. If you did adaptation, it would basically mean that the enemy was at full strength every single time. I guess adaptation makes the game even harder, most likely. Unless we are doing poorly. If we're doing poorly, the games become extra hard. If we don't have it on, because then the game just kind of assumes that you're going to be better, whereas you're not. But, well, we'll see how it goes. Let's just keep the adaptation off for now, and if things become way too easy, I can always turn it on for the American campaign. Alright, so there's no voiceover here. Spain guards the mouth of the San Juan River with a strategically placed fortification under the command of the Captain General of Guatemala. Securing the entrance to the river opens the route to Lake Nicaragua and bring all these rich lands under the authority of Britain and His Majesty King George III. A frontal attack seems suicidal, but it seems we have no other option available. You'll have to secure the fishing village, and then march uphill, seize the fort, and disable its coastal batteries. The Spaniards will do their best to cancel your plans, so you need to act swiftly. Be aware of the enemy coastal guns, they can obliterate your assault troops. Okay. Spotted. Spain has a naval patrol in the area. Our ship has been intercepted by the corvettes Galga and Mercedes. They're opening volleys rake the bridge. The captain is badly wounded, and the first lieutenant is missing. The situation is grim. Our troop ships follow behind. They will avoid the naval battle and wait for its resolution. Without our protection, it will become easy prizes for the Spaniards. HMS Surrey's, a light-armed brig, has sailed up to us to join the fight. The crew is desperate for a leader who can bring the ship through its trial by fire. You have no choice but to take the command. So let's pause. Alright, so we already need to turn the ship because we're in a bad spot. Straight away. I would think. Full sail. And I do have to get used to the controls a little bit when it comes to camera work. But, alright. Let's see here. So like I said, I will have to turn first against the wind, so that's a bit unfortunate. But let's start at least wrecking a bit on the Galga here while we turn. And then afterwards on these, on the Mercedes, while we continue to try and turn here. Because we'll get a pretty decent shot, I think, here as well. While the Surrey's is also trying to reach up. Seems like it will take a while before they get in there. I do like to play on regular speed for the most part, because that will just generally allow me the best options so far. I guess this ship is a little bit too small for the HMS Richmond. And but I will try to engage them there. They have a pretty wide range. Let's turn. Problem, of course, is that well, I will have to see whether these guys are faster, but this is a pretty bad deal here. Having two ships fire the HMS Surreys. That's generally not a great idea. So let's actually flip these while they also try to catch them. But I'll have to be careful because there is that. Now what I can do is I can try to get them to enter, but I have to be pretty close or next to that ship here. But it's probably worth a try. So we'll see whether that'll be possible. Let's turn this ship a bit too, and try to go for a volley on them. Let's see how that plays out. If it seems like they were unable to get a decent volley, but I should be able to get in faster than those guys. Let's see whether I can actually hook them. And deal with it. Although these guys are also firing quite badly at me. Well, maybe I can make them surrender. I mean, I do have all the hooks attached and stuff, so let's see what happens. Well, these guys are going after them. Seems like I'm doing a pretty decent job. I do hope to be able to get this ship, ultimately. But I do have superior numbers. I should be able to overwhelm them, hopefully. And then, please fire at these other guys here. Seems like my troop ships are not yet on board. Sweet, the Mercedes has surrendered. And what I can do is I can send a few of these guys over to the Mercedes and take the ship for myself. So this way I will I'll be able to get away with them while these guys will now try to leave as well. And now I have another ship. So maybe I can sell it. That is maybe pretty useful. I don't know, actually. I just kind of did it for giggles. I don't know. I don't know also what these guys will be up to now, but the fact that Alright, so I do have 2 against 1 now, so that should hopefully put me at an advantage. And I'll just try to get the Mercedes to get the hell out of there. I'm quite sure that the ship as it is no way to fight, and of course they do have only 48 units. I guess we can probably sink the Galga under a hail of fire. While they try to make it out of there. I did say I want all these troop ships. These guys are following, so there's nothing I can do. They cannot actually go faster than this. Let's try to have them work a little bit more in the wind. I'm just a little bit afraid. Yeah, they're actually firing upon my troop ship. This is a bit unfortunate, but it seems like the Galga, as it is not doing that great. Although, I would probably have a pretty hard time trying to enter them. Also because I don't actually have that many more men than they do at this stage. Maybe if I can get these guys to join up, but I'm not too sure as to what they're trying to do here. No, I guess for the moment I'm just wailing on them. Artillery shock. That's probably pretty good. They're at full sails. Uh-oh. Don't get hit! Don't get hit! And they'll make it. Just barely. Just hold anchor here because otherwise they're gonna crash. And yeah, they're kind of taking it. Let's try to get the hooks on there and then get these guys there too. I mean, this is gonna be very tough anyway, but maybe if I can get these guys some reinforcements, maybe these guys are just straight up already feeling pretty bad. Or, come on. They're also still firing. That's insane. It seems like they really want to get that Mercedes back. Holy cow. So we are actually firing at them also with pistols and stuff. Yeah, so I'm not yeah, basically the only thing that we can do here is try to get these guys out there too. There's no time limit, but let's get you guys out of the way. I know they're going... Jeez, no. They're killing me. They're tearing the Mercedes apart. Both ships are on fire now? Okay, you better cut loose. You have to get out of there. They're just cut them. Cut them, please. They're on fire. Okay. Good. Yeah, you should still attack, but okay, so while we're busy with this, let's start sending these guys out. When they're fired, there's nothing to do for that ship anymore. Come on. I mean, the problem here is that we're doing this against the wind, so it's extremely difficult. Okay, the Goga sunk. Okay, well. We need to try to kill these little guys here. Maybe... Let's put it on AI. Because they're gonna land then, and that's just not gonna be great for me. Come on, get a good hit. Yeah, let's speed things up here for a little bit. So Seems to be pretty hard to hit them properly. Alright, well... let's just stop firing, get these guys to get up close, and we'll just continue this with the infantry. Yeah, I just told you to anchor. Okay, so well, I don't know where they're gonna go, obviously, but if they're gonna stay on that beach, it's gonna be a problem for me. Mercedes. Please go back. Okay, good. So they are slowly moving, or the Mercedes is, I guess, slowly moving back. It is, okay. So what I want to do now is, obviously I want to get my guys to anchor, get this out. Yeah, they're firing with some stuff, which is unfortunate. But what I need to do is I need to get up here and then, you know, start blasting them. Despite those artillery pieces firing upon me. I'm just really hoping that my forces can get in quickly. Seems like we already have to deal with Palmer's forces there. Nothing I can do. Let's just wait for these other ships. This is the series. Okay, yeah, they don't really have any troops, I think. Let's get you to move up too. Because if they also have to deal with skirmishers, that's just... Can you turn around? So I'm putting them on hold because it does give them a defensive bonus. That's kind of the deal. Of course, having to do that while on a on the beach is just not great. But I should be having plenty of forces, I hope. Seems like these guys are already not doing well. They're already routing. I wonder from what. Alright. I guess from both there and that. Yeah, they're not doing that great. Dudes, what are you doing? Come on. Okay. Okay, you guys just not route anymore. What are you doing? Go! Why are you just standing there? Move! Double quick! Go! What a disaster is this? Come on. They're just completely stuck. What the heck is wrong with you? skirmisher. Can you get out now? At least they're getting a volley from two different sides, although I guess from there they're getting it too. Charge. Okay. So we finally secured a, let's just say a beachhead. I need to get at this artillery. Jam's volunteers are not doing exactly great. Rear flank, but I told you to attack the artillery. So they just turned. They're actually behaving. Why is your rear flanked? Your rear is not flanked. Oh my god, this is a disaster because the game just does not... Your rear is not flanked. Attack the skirmishers. Go at them, man. Yes, indeed. So while they're focusing on these guys, I want to charge them in there, and while Jam's Legion 2nd Corps is just wildly running about. Come on. Just move on to double quick for you guys as well. Okay. Indeed. I need you to charge the artillery. Seems like they have some skirmishers there too. Let's try to go after them. Yeah, sure, friendly fire. Let's keep going. I'm just hoping to be able to catch some of, get some of these. Alright, keep firing. We've got some cannons here, and his militia surrendered too. That's great. Okay, don't know what happened there, but I do know that I'm heading up. And do I have more guys now? I don't think so. This is it. So while those guys are doing that, I want some other guys to move up the hill. I do have plenty of guys out there, but if I can get them from behind, that is probably pretty good. So I'm telling them to hold with the artillery on standby. Hopefully the disaster from the start is now mended. You're again flanked by what? Let's charge at them. Maybe by this artillery, but then the artillery should be flanked too. Oh, sweet. I also have Fusiliers there. Well, let's have you move up. I don't care if they're getting attacked from the rear now. Artillery has shattered. Okay, good. I'll have this artillery start focusing on the artillery up top. I guess that is probably not going to be the best, but they might get some. Alright, let's have you deal with them while they move up. So we do have plenty of forces going up now, at least, and they can just guard that particular area. While I have those this weaker force try to go after those skirmishers. Okay, sweet. Move up the hill. Let's go. I do have an overwhelming force now, so now I should at least be okay. Attacking from this position is actually interesting. But they can do that. Let's go after those skirmishers. They might actually be the same guys from there. So I'll have my my guys focus on that. Seems like those militias are now gone too. So they have also yet another militia, but this is not a powerful force. These artillery men. Okay, so let's go after this militia with an overwhelming force. I'll just try and yeah, you have no ammo. There's nothing I can do against that. I'm actually quite sure they're going after Jam's volunteers. So if I have them on hold, that'll be the best. Dragoons. Ooh. I did kill a few of them. Let's hope there was enough. As far as I'm concerned, dragoons should not be... No, indeed. They do have some skirmishers here now. Let's go up here with the double quick. And I can't have them rescue those. Okay, dragoons are dead. Let's move up here. So we're kind of squeezing these skirmishers now. Interestingly enough, they're just running away. Well, I guess that would be good, because then we've just secured the battery. We need to hold it for 20 seconds. So I guess that's worth it. I don't know where those skirmishers just went to. But it seems like the artillery is going to go and charge. Alright, let's hold here. I mean, these guys are basically surrounded from all sides. It's now I can just charge some of them. Get into one big melee. Because that will give me some surrenders, hopefully. Also on this artillery. Come on, melee them. It is kind of... I'm quite sure that surrenders is generally the best... the best thing you can do. I mean, they're trying to run into a spot where... Are they gonna jump off of the cliff? They're just jumping off the cliff. I want to zoom in here. They're just trying to get off of this cliff here. This is perfect. This is exactly how I want to end this video. Throw them off, man. Throw them off. Run. Jump. It's either surrender or fall. What you gonna do? They're just gonna stay there? They're just letting themselves die here. Why don't they surrender? They didn't feel like surrendering was the option. Rather, they just let themselves be bayoneted. That's a better fate than jumping off of the cliff. Walking through my men is not... That's not really... Yeah. Okay, well... that's the end of it, I guess. Yeah. Getting off the cliff was not exactly the perfect strategy. But we have 4 more seconds and then... or 4 more minutes, I guess. And then we'll have it. Seems like we have 2:40 left in terms of time. Capture 43 men is probably not great. Let's speed things up, because that's a first glorious victory for the British here. I can't say it any other way. Let's finish it off. So, what happened? We had 5 ships, they had 2, 58 guns to 56. We have a lot more crew. Fleet casualties, we sunk 1, captured 1. We have a lot of crew missing, much more than they. Alright, but we have no army losses, I guess, because they're all, like, marine units. So, like, compared to their number... which is like roughly 800 in total. We lost 350, they lost 800. That's just how it is. As for goals, safety, HMS Rismond, hold the battery. Yeah, okay, so there's all that. We have some losses and stuff. As for goods, we got the Mercedes. We captured 2 cannons. So that was also not bad. And then of course we have the cannons up top, but these are additional cannon. I got some muskets, bayonets, and some Spanish rifles. Alright. Not bad, maybe, for a first mission. Not really sure how good that's gonna be ultimately, but hey. I've been promoted to captain and given command of a brig and an old sloop. I dreamt of staying on HMS Richmond, but to do so I would have to remain a lieutenant. Promotion is a better choice, right? We are anchored in the mouth of the San Juan River, and there we wait. We've had no news from home, no news from Jamaica, no news at all. There is a saying, during war no news is good news. But soon we'll need to replenish the food and rum for the men. The rumors of half rations may become a reality in a matter of weeks. Alright, so we have this here screen where I will start doing things, I guess, soon enough. Once I figure out what all of this means. Yeah, I'm not yet an expert on this, but, you know, we'll continue along as we learn everything, things like that. I will get myself informed before I start making any upgrades and things like that, so don't worry. Either way, that's it for the first episode. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Special shout out to all my Patreon supporters: Poomnerau, Dungeon Pastor, Thomas Loft Trillion, Thomas B. Marshall, C Data, and Swords. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.